Welcome to Energise Coaching. Here we're going to take a look at an incline dumbbell chest fly. Now setup wise, we've got the back support on a slight incline, about 30 to 40 degrees, and we've got the base on a slight incline as well to stop us sliding down the bench. Now before I get into the set itself, let's look at what a fly is. Okay, so primarily we're going from this position where the hands are in front of the torso and taking them out wide. And as we do that, we're lengthening these pec fibers here. Okay, now we think about driving in, and that's what the pecs are. They're the adductor of the arm. They bring the arm across the body. So I need to be thinking in this lengthened position about using this to move that. And an analogy I love to use is if you imagine the pec as a hinge and the arm as a door, we want the hinge to close the door. Okay, we don't want the door to close the door, we want the hinge to bring that door shut. And to do that, we need to be disciplined with the scapula behind us and not do that. Because as you can see, when I do that, the shoulders come forward, the chest collapses. So we need to keep that chest upright, scapula back, and think about that kind of movement there. Okay, so let's see how that looks in real time. Now, in that position there, you'll see I've got a bit of an arch under my lower back. Now that's because I've got short legs. So all I choose to do is I'll bring my feet up onto a step box, and as you can see, that keeps my lower back tucked into the bench, and it means I'm going to get a much better connection through those pecs. Okay? Now, one other thing to mention before we start the set. As I come from this bottom position here to the top, I've got to be careful not to come too high so the dumbbells come close together. As you can see in this position, I've got my wrist, my elbow, and my shoulder all stacked under each other. And that means I'll have zero tension in that position. If I hold a dumbbell there, I could stay there all day. No tension on my chest at all. Whereas if I bring it to here, now my pec is starting to feel the tension. And I could probably last 30 seconds if I'm lucky in that position. So that's pretty much the final position for my fly. Okay, so here's how a set should look. So you'll see throughout the entire rep, I've got a slight flex in the elbow or a slight bend in the elbow. I'm coming down as much as I can to fully lengthen the pec. And then from there, I'm using the pec to bring those arms in. And I'm keeping my shoulder blades really pinned down on the bench underneath me. 2 more. Okay, again, notice that I'm not bringing the dumbbells together. I'm not resting at the top like that. That's going to do me no good whatsoever. So I'm coming down, I'm lengthening fully at the bottom, and contracting that pec fully to that final position there. Okay, so that is a incline dumbbell chest fly.